And so our proposal is in year one, 1%, in year two, 2%, in year three, 3% wage increase.
That's insulting. All right, I wasn't here last time, guys, in the 1, 2, and 2. Okay. Funny. This isn't even good faith negotiations. This is bullcrap. All right? You know what that is, real numbers, if you include inflation in that? Inflation is at 2.1%. That is a negative 1% for the first year, 0 and a 1% for the third. That is completely unacceptable. All right? You guys are sitting over there thinking this is a joke or something. You're wasting our time, and not only are you wasting my time, Mr. Sisson, your job is to manage the resources of the city. We're paying out of my police department's budget to have these meetings. We don't even bring good faith offers. This is ridiculous and unacceptable.
That is a reason why there's not this main attrition. So we feel like number 3 is, and as you correctly pointed out, Officer Burns, cost of living is 2.1%. And we feel like our proposal helps our police, who already have competitive compensation, stay up with the cost of living adjustments. So we're not, as insulted as you may be,
Negative 1%, 0, and 1%.
Okay.
Keeps up with the cost.
Over the
You do math
cost
for a
of
living,
3
sir.
years, 2.1% times 3 is 6.3. So we're offering 3, 5, 6. Okay, so we're close, 6 to 6.3. So I don't understand how that is insulting. I understand that you may feel insulted by that, but we're making a proposal that is very close to matching off against the cost of living adjustment to keep all of our officers' compensation competitive. So those are the facts.
That's fine. I mean, your perspective
take on
is
less money in 3 years.
vastly different than mine. But Mr. Sisson, I got a few questions. All right, so we talked a little bit just now about, there isn't a mass exodus from the police department.
To other law enforcement agencies.
What would be an acceptable turnover rate
It depends. Each profession is
for a police department our size?
And so if you go back, if I can just get ahead of you for a minute, because I kind of feel like I know where you're going to go. But the large amount of turnover rate that the police department experiences is to people that are unsuccessful in completing their FDO program. And we can't help that. And so we've got the statistics to show where we're recruiting just fine. We're filling spots just fine. But the fact of getting somebody all the way through to be a completed, certified, standalone, act on their own independent police officer, right? That's not as easy to do as it may seem.
Okay.
And so yes, we do get feedback from those individuals. And the feedback on the surveys say, not for me, chose to go to a different career. And so if they decide to be a teacher versus getting punched in the face, there's nothing we can do about that. We can't stop that. We can have an active recruitment strategy. We can have a competitive starting salary to encourage people to apply. And then, they have to meet the state standards. They have to meet the expectations of the department in order to be your partners and help cover your back while you're out protecting the citizens. And if they don't meet that standard, there's nothing we can negotiate at this table to make them more prepared or better at completing the required.
With respect to salaries, our proposal is 2.1, 2.1, 2.1 across the board. And don't get upset, but all right. We're not trying to be disrespectful or make people upset. That's our proposal. Okay. Now, having said that, you mentioned, Mike, that 8, 6, and 6, or 8 is your line in the sand. I'm going to tell you all this: we will not get to 8. That's just not going to happen. I'm here to tell you. So this is what I would propose, and you guys just hear me out. But if that is truly where you are, then you can go ahead and declare impasse. And if you want, we could go through that process, or waive it. Or waive the process of a special magistrate. You guys can go to city council and take your 8% to them. We don't want to stand in the way of that. We don't want to use time and resources if that is truly your line in the sand. I know we won't make it. And so rather than continue, that's an option for you.
Normally, when we had the shade meeting,
the collective bargaining was almost over. It was, this is what they wanted, this is what we're gonna give, what do you think, what do you want? So are we at that point, or are we at a different?
For the officers, it's a 3-year proposal on wages. And I know we sort of had our differences on our wage proposals. We've been a little ways apart, but hopefully we can change that. So here it is. In year 1, the city will provide all police officers a 10% wage increase. In year 2, the city will provide all police officers a 3% wage increase. In year 3, the city will provide all police officers another 3% wage increase. All the other components will remain in effect, whatever the status quo is on senior officer pay, on special duty pays, incentives, things of that nature. We'll figure out this SWAT issue because I think we were the ones who kind of rolled that out, and so we'll look at that. We'll look at your educational reimbursement. Obviously, we need a drug-free workplace policy. We want that, and that's our proposal. So it's essentially 16% over 3 years, 10% wage increase in year 1 to everybody across the board. They essentially get it, you know. And I think when officers get promoted, they get 10% wage increase. Well, this is essentially, I guess in a way, look at it as promotion, but it's front-end loaded. It's meant to provide some real money to all the officers immediately. And we think that that will make us very competitive going forward.
Yeah, certainly appreciate the movement. There's been a lot of movement. And we'll take a look at it and discuss it during our caucus. But first, let me ask, is there any discussion on raising the bottom pay?
Yes. Might as well just tell you, yeah, we're going to raise the starting salary to $37,500.
$37,500?
Yeah. And what that means is that if you're currently employed, let's say you're a second-year officer, this 10% will essentially give you a 5% increase over $37,500.